Picture this. You lodged your tax return a few weeks ago, and every morning you check your bank account hoping today's the day, and it's just not showing up. If that's you right now, take a breath, because this is more common than you'd think, and it's usually not your fault. Here's what the ATO doesn't spell out in big letters. Most online returns are processed within 2 weeks, but if even one small thing is off, your refund can sit in limbo for weeks longer. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how long a 2026 refund takes, the quiet traps that delay it, and a simple checklist so yours lands fast. Let's get into it. Let's start with the number that changes everything. The ATO says most online tax returns are processed within 2 weeks, but lodge a paper return by post, and that wait can stretch to 10 weeks from when they receive it. Think about that. Roughly 8 extra weeks for doing the exact same return on paper instead of online. So before we even talk about delays, how you lodge is the single biggest lever you have on your timing. Keep that 2 weeks versus 10 weeks number in your head, because it's coming back. Before the steps, let me show you where the time actually goes, because most people get this wrong. The ATO has noted that once your notice of assessment is issued, the payment itself usually lands in about 3 business days. So the bank transfer is fast. The slow part is upstream, the ATO assessing your return. That's where lodging too early, mismatched details, or a paper return all quietly add weeks. And here's the genuinely good news. Every one of those is something you control. Get the assessment stage clean and the money follows quickly, so let's make sure your sales straight through. Step 1, and it's the one most people get wrong. Don't rush to lodge on the 1st of July. Services Australia says the best time is from late July, when most of your information has been pre-filled by your employer, banks, and health fund. If you lodge before that data lands, you're entering figures by hand, and any mismatch can trigger a correction or a review. So log in to MyGov, link to the ATO, open My Tax, and check the pre-fill section. If your employer income and interest are already sitting there, you're good to go. If not, wait a little longer. I know waiting feels backwards when you want your money, but stay with me, because that patience is actually the faster route. Step 2 is where the silent delays hide. The ATO cross-checks your details against the data it holds. If your bank account, TFN, name, date of birth, address, or private health insurance details don't match, your return can get pulled for a manual review, and your refund can be paused until it's sorted. Now, I want to be honest with you here. This step isn't glamorous, and it's tempting to skip it. But this is where most delays actually start, so before you hit submit, slow down, confirm your bank BSB and account number, because one wrong digit means nothing lands at all. Check your name and TFN, match your health insurance entries to the pre-fill. 2 minutes here saves you weeks later. Let me make this real with 3 quick scenarios so you can find yourself in the numbers. Say you're on the lower end expecting a refund of around $900. A mismatch delay ties that up for 2 months, but the sting is smaller. In the middle, picture Mia, a Sydney office administrator on $82,000, expecting about $2,400 back through My Tax. If she lodges too early with missing pre-fill and a small mismatch to check, a plausible combined delay is 6 to 8 weeks on top of the normal 2. And if you're expecting closer to $5,000, that's serious money sitting out of your account for over 2 months. The refund amount never changes, but the timing does. That's your money, effectively lent to the government interest-free just because of a detail that didn't match. Step 3 is the easiest win of the lot. Lodge online. Online refunds are usually processed within 2 weeks, while paper returns can take up to 10. There's almost no reason to post a paper return in 2026 if you can avoid it. So open your return in My Tax through MyGov, confirm you're able to lodge electronically, and submit online. If you've always done paper out of habit, and plenty of people have, that's completely normal. This single switch can cut weeks off your wait. Same return, same refund, dramatically faster. And here's where it gets interesting. Even after you lodge, there's a way to know exactly where your return stands. Step 4. Lodge, then track. Inside MyGov, you can see your returns progress under your ATO account, so you know whether it's in, being reviewed, or done. And keep the deadlines in mind. If you lodge your own return for the 2025 to 26 year, the deadline is generally 31st October 2026. If you use a registered tax agent, eligible clients may get an extended date, often noted as 15th of May 2027. Knowing exactly where you stand stops the anxious daily checking, and the tracker will tell you if the ATO actually needs anything from you. Let me bust the big myth most people believe. The assumption goes, If I'm owed a refund, the ATO will just pay it quickly, so it doesn't really matter when or how I lodge. It's not true. The timing depends heavily on how you lodge and whether your details match the ATO's records. Online returns usually go through in 2 weeks, paper can take up to 10, and any mismatch can trigger extra checks that pause everything. The refund isn't automatic and instant. It's fast only when your return is clean. That's the whole game, and there are 2 mistakes in particular that trip people up, so let me show you those next. Here's the first mistake that catches people out: jumping the gun and lodging on the very 1st of July. It feels proactive, and honestly, it feels good to tick it off early, but your employer, bank, and health fund haven't reported their data yet, so you're entering everything by hand, and any small difference from what the ATO later receives can flag your return for correction. Waiting until late July, when pre-fill is mostly complete, removes that risk entirely. When it comes to your refund, patience really is the faster route. The second common mistake is wrong bank details, and this one is brutal. Your return can be fully assessed, your refund approved, and then nothing lands because your account number or BSB has a single wrong digit. The ATO then has to follow up, and your money just sits there. So the rule is simple: double check your BSB and account number every single year, even if you're sure nothing's changed. Banks merge, you switch accounts, and old details quietly linger in the system. 30 seconds of checking beats weeks of chasing. Let's run your checklist. 1. Wait for your pre-fill data and lodge from late July, not day 1. 2. Verify your bank account, TFN, and identity details before you submit. 3. Match your health insurance and income entries to the pre-fill so nothing flags a review. 4. Lodge online, never on paper, because that's 2 weeks versus up to 10. 5. Track your return in MyGov and know your deadline. Do those 5 things, and you've given yourself the best possible shot at that 2-week turnaround and a lot less morning bank checking. If you've made it this far, you now understand something most people never work out: why refunds get stuck, and exactly how to keep yours moving. Your one action today: open MyGov and check your bank details are right, because that takes 2 minutes and saves the most heartache. If you want to go deeper, next I'll walk you through the most commonly missed tax deductions for everyday Australians. The legitimate ones that can quietly add hundreds to your refund. This is general information only, not tax advice, so always check your own situation or chat to a registered tax agent before lodging. I'm Sophie, I'll see you in the next one.